I hate to say manage stress, but I haven't found a better way to say it, but you're literally making it so that physical stressors, things that your body associates with stress, don't impact your body so much, right? Because it's like, oh, carbon dioxide is a stressor. Your body knows I can tolerate plenty of carbon dioxide. I can tolerate tons of stress. It doesn't freak your body out as much, right? So what does that mean? In your day-to-day life, when your boss is giving you a hard time, when you're in an argument with your spouse, those stressors, you're in traffic, the thing that usually stresses your body out, they don't affect you as much.
Wow, right. Yeah. Dude, it's powerful what we're talking about, guys.
It's insane,
right? Right, because the same
It's literally biohacking. Yoga, meditation, breathwork, it's all biohacking.
And guys, exactly, because check this out, guys. This just came to me when you were talking. It's so powerful. This literally, the same exact situation can happen to two different people, and one person handles it like it's the end, like it's the earth-shattering thing, and other people are like, okay, and they like literally change their focus and move on with their day.
In the yogic sciences, we call that, sorry, go ahead.
No, go on.
We call that chitta vritti. It's the conscious patterning of the mind. So I always love to use the example that if we were sitting in a room and a clown walks in the room, full clown get up, I'm going to just start laughing. You may scream in terror and go jump out a window.
Yeah.
Why? Our senses aren't experiencing anything different. We're seeing the same exact clown, but because of our past experiences, the filters that we've built up in the mind, we perceive that clown as completely different. Right?
We associate it with fear, scary,
with whatever is based off of our past, right? So,
dude, yoga, this is a perfect segue. I love that you brought that up to what you really help people with, which is like, their traumas and stuff.
For sure.
Through breath work.
Yeah, absolutely. So our body stores memory from every experience we go through, right? That's why we get better at riding a bike without having to think about it. Your body just does it, and you get better at it because it's storing memory of it, right?
In our bodies.
In your physical body. The unfortunate thing about that is that's not a conscious process. It's not sentient. It's not, your body isn't saying, oh, this is a hurtful thing. I'm not going to store the memory of that. Oh, this is amazing. I am going to store the memory of that. It's just a sponge. It's soaking up all of it, right? Wow. So we have all of these spaces in the body that have held on to memories, to experiences, and that's why we have triggers. We've all been somewhere, all of a sudden you smell something, you hear something, you taste something, and your body is triggered because you just reminded it of something that happened in the past. And again, your brain can't distinguish between being there and thinking about it. So as soon as you feel it, without even thinking about it, just feeling it puts your body back into that place. You're going through that experience again. So for people that have been through, it doesn't even have to really be severe trauma, right?
You're exactly right.
It doesn't have to be really extreme.
It doesn't.
I mean, a lot of things cause trauma, cause stress into the body.
But by the way, the worst thing that happened to someone is the worst thing that happened to someone.
For sure. Exactly.
Do you
it's
see
based
what I'm
off
saying?
Of their
It's wild.
And that's where that unconscious process takes over because the person is just
not that they can't recalibrate and do what you're doing.
Exactly.
Right.
So my true passion has become facilitating a modality called somatic breathwork, right? So I guide people through a very simple breathwork practice where all we're doing is breathing very deeply and actively in and out through the mouth for 45 minutes. Now, what's happening during that 45 minutes from a biochemistry perspective is, like we talked about, when you're breathing actively, forcefully, you're pushing out more carbon dioxide than you should, which is bad in our day-to-day life. 99.99% of the time, that's bad. You don't want to do that.
In functional breathing.
But when it comes to getting the mind out of the way so that the body can just process things, that's the best thing you can do. And it's completely safe. There's been countless studies. So we're breathing in a specific way that is actually decreasing oxygen to the brain. Again, because if we were to do this for 8 hours, it would be damaging. But because we only do it for 45 minutes, it's perfectly safe. There's been enough studies to determine that.
And so what you're doing, just to be clear, is you're basically processing all that that's in your body through that, the active breathing. What does that look like?
Yeah,
that's probably intense too for some people.
It's very intense.
45 minutes?
Yeah, it's very intense. It goes by fast. It's like anything, a workout, a meditation, breathwork. The first like 5 minutes just suck. Your mind's like, what the fuck am I doing here? This is stupid. Let's just go relax. But once you
no,
get
it's temporary.
That,
no,
yeah, it's just temporary because your
bro.
body gets into a flow state, right? So at some point you start breathing in a certain way and that's all you're focusing on, your brain is basically like, you don't need me, I'm gonna deactivate, right? You've cut off my fuel source, I'm gonna basically power down, right? And the reason that that's profound is because whether we realize it or not, our mind is constantly holding on to those physical things in the body, right? The body and mind aren't separate, they're not compartmentalized, they're interwoven, right? They impact each other in every way, shape, and form possible. So when your mind is constantly thinking about something that exists in the body and experience, it's judging, why did this happen to me? How could this person do something? My gosh, this is so terrible. Now that's going to lead to this. As long as that mental process is going on, the body won't be able to process that. It won't be able to clear it, right?
Exactly.
So we have to let go of that mental process, even just for a few minutes, in order for the body to clear and process. And the body knows, right? Like our body's very intelligent. It knows what's causing it harm, and it knows what it wants to let go of. We just have to give it the opportunity. We just have to create that container, hold that space for it to do so.